presenting you my August version of Miss Universe 2022 Top 16. So, who do you think is the strongest candidate to win Miss Universe? In this video, I am going to try my best to speak in English, tapos Taglish din, para naman hindi ako ma-nosebleed. As of August 13, 2022, there are at least 44 delegates that are crowned in their own national pageants that are due to represent their own countries for Miss Universe 2022, the 71st edition. And among 44 candidates, I have chosen my own 16 that I believe that can penetrate top 16. If ever top 16 ang pipiliin ng Miss Universe. So, it will be my pleasure to show you etong mga napili kong top 16 and I have saved it dito. So, ayan. So, meron na tayong glimpse, no? And yes, I'm going to try my best to speak more of English in this video for our global pageant audiences. Without further ado, let us now begin with the first pick, and she is no other than the newly crowned Miss South Africa. And if she will be indeed the representative of South Africa for Miss Universe and Miss Supranational, she will be one of the strongest picks for this edition of Miss Universe because she is ready. She is fully ready in terms of pasarela, especially in her communication skills, and there are many fashion artists who are willing to help her create gowns for her for Miss Universe. Before moving forward to our next pick, I would like to credit these photos to Rexon Palabon. Okay, so we now talk about Brazil, Mia Manede, and they say that there are some angles that she has similar facial features with Celeste Cortesi from the Philippines. And yes, indeed, in some angles. And then what I observed about her is her killer body. And she can really execute her pasarela well and her pose because of having that figure. That's why watch out for her, especially in preliminaries, in swimsuit, and in gown competition. The next is a very interesting candidate from Cambodia, and she is Manita Heng. So as you can see, she has a doll face, an innocent face, an angelic face with a bubbly personality. That's why people will really love her because of the positivity that she is bringing into the crowd, and especially if she is in the stage. So watch out for this interesting woman because she might captivate your heart. Next is the girl from Chile, and she is Sofia de Pasir. And she is giving me a strong vibe, that strong aura. She has that strong stage presence. Equals fierce. So Chile is sending a fierce candidate. And yes, in my own opinion and in my own perspective, this woman will also penetrate top 16 if the stars will be aligning for her. Let us continue with Colombia, and she is Maria Fernanda Aristizabal. So she is giving us a fierce vibe. So Colombia is sending a blonde candidate na medyo malakas yung aura niya. So let us expect her to be faring well. She's well trained for months of training sa kanyang mga pageant coaches in terms of pasarela. So nakita niyo naman siguro yung kanyang performance during her national pageant stint. She is carrying a very strong stage presence during her night. Kaya yes, she is a formidable na top 16 contender. Baka malay nyo, all the way to top 5. Kay Guatemala. So yes, another one of the most favorite na Latina representative, Ivana Bachelor. Bakit? It's because she already competed and represented her country sa Miss Grand International where she placed as one of the runners-up. Kaya naman, they are expecting parang more pressure on her in terms of transitioning her pasarela from a sweet one into a fierce tone sa Miss Universe. So expect a transformation for this candidate. Another on my top list is from Indonesia, and she is Laksmi Denifes Wardana. I applaud Indonesian pageant coaches and yung mga fashionista nila because they have been working hard in order for their delegates to fare well in international competition. So expect Laksmi to become consistent with their training. Tapos ngayon is all about yung kanilang Q&A. So yes, Laksmi will also be in my top 16. Another one is Mexico, and she is Irma Miranda. So when I saw her performance, full performance sa kanyang national pageant stint, she really determined to be the dominant candidate. That's why she won. The energy level is very supreme during her time, and I believe na that is one of the key factors na nagpapa-uplift sa kanyang confidence level in order to fare well. And we can see another version of like that sa Miss Universe. Kaya watch out for Mexico. And then, let's move forward sa P. So, beginning with Panama. So, Laris Barba. And she is one of the veterans in this competition. She has a very, alam mo yun, yung very finesse but fierce. Lagyan mo ng finesse yung pagka-fierce niya because her experience taught her to control her energetic vibe. So, yes, may kita mo na very professional yung kanyang execution of walk, pose, tapos confident, yung confidence level niya. So, yes, Panama, I can also see her as high as top 10 or even top 5. Si Panama. And kay Alicia Roveno from Peru, when I saw her performance sa national pageant, yes, one of her forte is her pasarela. Ang galing ng pasarela niya. I love how she walk. I love how relaxed she is while showing her pasarela skills in a fierce way. But then if you look at her face, very relaxed. So it's not the trying hard way of doing the pasarela. So as in, may kita mo na there's a balance in her body movements and then with her facial expression. So yun ang maganda kay Miss Peru. That's what I like about Peru's execution, and I want to see more about that sa upcoming Miss Universe. Diba? And here comes the Philippines. And yes, I believe Philippines is sending their best, yung pinaka-beautiful na delegate ever in Miss Universe. And yes, she is Celeste Rabimbi Cortesi. And yung pagka-regalness ng kanyang face, this is her best asset. As in, if you're going to look at her face, talagang your face will be stick on every picture na makikita mo sa kanya. And yes, it's like an ethereal na goddess na makikita mo on stage. So yes, Philippines is sure ball sa top 16 in Miss Universe. And then we have here another P from Portugal, o diba? Portugal. So she is also the classmate of Celeste Cortesi nung 2018 Miss Earth pageant, and same top 8, o diba? Telma Madiera. So she has a very strong walk during her stint in Miss Earth. Very alam mo yun, very expressive yung kanyang facial expression, and then very dominant yung kanyang pasarela, and I believe she has the best pasarela in her stint sa Miss Earth 2018. So I believe I can see another version of like that sa Miss Universe this year. So never underestimate Telma Madeira from Portugal. Tapos siya ang parang the most popular na candidate during her time in Miss Earth 2018. And now with Thailand, An Suyangam Iam. So correct me if yung pronunciation ko is correct, but yes, Thailand is sending a promising candidate with a very strong na background, personal background, because they tag her as garbage, so that her advocacy will be her strong voice in this competition. And together with her pasarela training, yung kanyang personality training, communication training, so that is a perfect combination for her to penetrate top 16. And we have here, yes, I personally picked Ukraine. So this is a timely pick, especially na there is an ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine in favor of Ukraine, diba? Syempre, Ukraine is now suffering from the atrocities of war. And I believe Ukraine will really penetrate top 16 because her backstory is, yes, timely, relevant, and it really relates to her real life situation in Ukraine. So yes, her story will be one of the most powerful dito sa pageant na ito, and I will not be surprised if she penetrate top 16, top 10, or even top 5. Ayun. And we have here Venezuela, Amanda Dudamel. And syempre, Venezuela is always Venezuela. They have been training for many decades, especially that Osmel Suiza made a significant na influence sa mundo ng pageantry in Venezuela. So yes, Amanda Dudamel is no stranger to pageants. She can really show that Venezuela is not a country that pageant fans will underestimate. So she is so much prepared in her catwalk. And then what surprises me the most is that yung mga recent Venezuelan candidates speaks English. So I will not be surprised also if she speaks in English during the question and answer or yung mga interviews niya. And then we have here, final but not the least, is from Vietnam, Nguyen Thi Ngoc Cho. So yes, when I saw her performance also during Miss Universe Vietnam 2022, ang smooth ng walk niya. She has that smooth walk. Ganun din yung face niya. Balance. Yung kanyang sweet face and then fierce walk. Parang you are going to enjoy how she performs in both swimsuit and in gown. So, hindi siya boring. It's her performances are not boring. Parang she is holding something that she can use it as a surprise. Parang sweet at first, innocent looking, but then when she will strut her swimsuit sa swimsuit round, makita mo na, wow, parang palaban pala siya. So yes, Vietnam is also one of my top bets in Miss Universe 2022. O, diba? So that's it, guys. My top 16. And yes, I believe na these ladies have higher chances of penetrating top 16 in Miss Universe if yung yung criteria tapos yung format will not change this year. But who knows, baka top 12 ulit or top 10 or baka top 20. O, diba? So that's it, guys. And siguro my current pick will change depending sa mga new na mananalo for their respective national pageants to compete sa Miss Universe 2022. So expect changes, especially that hindi pa nag-i-start yung competition. So I hope nagustuhan nyo yung picks ko. I hope my picks is favorable in your own way, o diba? In your own perspective. You can also suggest anything. You can comment down below. You can message me in my Facebook page, Instagram, in TikTok, and Twitter. So that's it. That's for my update for my August edition of choosing my top 16 for Miss Universe 2022. And of course, sorry for my baluktot na English. Ayan, because syempre it's not only Filipino fans that are watching this video but also for international pageant fans. So syempre mag-adjust po tayo. So that's it, guys, and thank you for watching. Have a nice day and stay safe.